What is good, and welcome back, everyone. We are here talking today about another TV recommendation. I've actually got a couple emails and I had a few people come up to me in person saying, hey, I really need a new TV show to watch. Can you recommend something to me? I'm going to be talking about Penny Dreadful today, and I honestly cannot think of a better show to watch in October to get you in that Halloween spirit. Please do not make the same mistake that so many have and not give this show a shot. It truly deserves at least 1 or 2 episode look at. You will get hooked and you will love it. Very similar how Pulp Fiction the film was based on Pulp Fiction magazines, how they took inspiration from that. Penny Dreadful the show gets its inspiration from Penny Dreadful magazines. In a lot of ways, this show is basically like an origin story for a lot of classic literary characters such as Dr. Frankenstein or Dorian Gray. There's actually really a great list of characters we get to see that include vampires, the non-sparkly ones, witches, werewolves, as I said, Frankenstein's creations. We get to see a lot of different things. I just realized by saying like, oh, we get a list of vampires, werewolves. That's kind of like that kid's rhyme. Oh, lions and tigers and bears, but we get vampires, werewolves, and witches. Never mind. Another way to think about this is that this is a group of people coming together to fight supernatural threats in Victorian London. But no, it's not like that CW show that you're thinking about. It's not nearly as campy. It's definitely more a visceral show. This show really exceptionally exceeds with its cast and characters. They're what make this show so great. There are a lot of great things about this show, but the cast and characters really help it shine above everything else. The actors really make the characters come to life in this, and I know that's said a lot, but I really can't think of any other way to describe it. The characters really came to life for me because of how great these actors were. The main standout has to be Eva Green. She actually, after watching this, shot to the top of my favorite actresses list. She is so great in this. She steals the focus in every scene that she's in. She is truly mesmerizing in this, and I'm not saying that because she's a beautiful woman. I'm saying that because she portrays this character, Vanessa Ives, so well and so deeply. The character she plays basically has a special relationship that we learn more and more about throughout the 2 seasons with the devil. But the easiest way to kind of describe her is that she has very witch-like powers. Josh Hartnett does some of his best work here, and I know some of you are like, Josh Hartnett's best work. I know it's not a huge thing to pick from, but he really steps up his game in this. He really does well with the character, Ethan Chandler. And Ethan Chandler's kind of an outsider. He's from America. He's on the run from the law and from his father in the United States. And we learn more and more about his past as well. This Penny Dreadful team, that term I use loosely again, is led by Timothy Dalton's character, Sir Malcolm Murray. And Timothy Dalton brings so much charisma, grisliness, and almost just fatherly figure in this group. It's really great. But he also brings this type of swagger that I feel only ex-Bonds can do. And I don't know if they give you like a card or if they let you do it after playing a Bond movie, but I mean, he's got whatever it is. He's definitely got that cool guy going, that cool swagger going. One of the cast members who really caught me by surprise is Billie Piper, and a lot of you will know her as a companion from Doctor Who's newest revival. She's one of the first companions, Rose, but she is really great in this. She has a wide range of acting to do, and she nails most of it, and she really comes to her own character in her own way in season 2, and it's really fun to see a transformation from that. I seriously could go on and on about this cast. I could go on about who plays Dorian Gray, who plays Dr. Frankenstein, but just know this, they are all so wonderful in their own way. They really add so much to the characters. This world is built around the characters, and it's just so great to see so many great actors doing their tremendous work. The first season of Penny Dreadful focuses around the Dreadful team coming together for one purpose. And I use that term team loosely, but that's basically what they are. They're a team. And they come together for the purpose of saving Sir Malcolm Murray's daughter from what we believe, group of vampires and possibly Dracula himself. The first season also serves as an origin story for a lot of these classical characters. This is one of the most brilliant first seasons of a show I've seen in a long time. And on that note, I don't think this show could have avoided a sophomore slump any better than what they did. They really evolved and added to what we loved so much about the first season and added so much depth and beauty. Even if that beauty is something just so haunting, such as blood raining down from a ballroom. The second season starts with the team a couple of months after the conclusion of what happened in the first season, and it shows the team really a tight-knit group, but also it shows the team facing their own personal demons. In the first season, you can say that they were the hunters, but in the second season, they definitely become the hunted. And they're actually being hunted by a coven of witches led by the wonderful actress Helen McCrory. Helen McCrory's character in this is basically an older, wiser Vanessa. She's like that old gangster on the block who doesn't give a fuck, and you know who will mess you up without a second of hesitation. She's the person you don't fuck with. She's the OG. We are given one of the best villains, not just female villains, but villains in recent television history. The villains or the big bads in this show are truly terrifying, and they're actually formidable opponents to our so-called heroes. I can't remember actually the last time watching television where I'm like, holy crap, the villains might win. The transformation of our main characters is so engaging. However, the villains on this show are on a whole nother level. We learn so much about them. We learn why they're evil. We learn what they do to people. We actually see them committing evil acts. It's something actually really refreshing. As horrible as that sounds, it's really refreshing to see a true villain with just pure evil in them. Someone that's bad, and we're not like, oh, are they gonna become a love interest? Are they gonna do that? No, we know these people are people you don't want to fuck with. There are some genuine surprises in this show that really help the audience stay engaged and actually turn their perceptions on them. It's really great to see, and the characters go whole different routes than I thought they would. While the stories are great, I feel that the main purpose of the show is to kind of give a vehicle to these characters to really shine at one point or another, and they succeed on this on all levels. The show's creator John Logan and producer Sam Mendes really helped provide beautiful direction and cinematography for this show. And this isn't too much of a surprise to me either, because they've actually created the most beautiful James Bond in my opinion in Skyfall. This show has some truly frightening moments in it, in that it just gets under your skin and makes you feel uncomfortable, and it's just so creepy the way you see things play out and you don't know what's going to happen and you just feel so scared. And I'm really happy to say that none of these scares are because of jump scares. You know, jump scares where everyone knows what's going to happen but they still get scared because they bump up the music and they show like a quick flash. It's been around forever. Oh, Lola, they're going in that room. You know there's going to be something in that room. Someone's going to pop out, Lola. Oh, we know it's coming. Oh, Lola. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, Lola, watch out! In general, the gothic vibe, dialogue, and just overall look really help the viewer delve into this world. This viciously vivid show will cause you to have so many emotions. This show is really inventive, especially with its take on classical characters, and the writing is so clever and so original, it's just really satisfying on all levels of television. I highly recommend that you check out both seasons of Penny Dreadful. If I had to give a rating, I'd say Season 1 earned an A- and Season 2 earned an A. Penny Dreadful is available on Showtime, OnDemand, Amazon Prime, and also Blu-ray and DVD for both seasons. As always guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment down below. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on Penny Dreadful if you've seen any of the seasons, and if you haven't seen any of the seasons, watch it and then comment because I'd really love to hear your thoughts. This is one of my favorite shows. Thanks guys.
Her name was Lola, she was a showgirl.